right.
Monster Michael Todd, thank you for joining me today on my very professional YouTube channel.
Happy to be here, Ryan. Happy to be here.
Oh man, from the top, we got to talk a little bit about WAL and what is happening.
Man. I don't actually have a lot of details about what's going on with the WAL so far. I know they're working on our schedules, and I should hear something soon. I have some other stuff that's going on. I would most likely would have been on the first card in April, but I have something that potentially could be a conflict. I have casted for a reality TV show that's going to be on Discovery. I can't name the name, but it's super cool. And the last thing I heard was everything was good to go, and the casting manager would send out details the week of the 11th. So here we are, the 13th. I hadn't got anything, so I'm stressing out. But so it looks like I would assume my first match would probably take place, in May probably. I don't know any details for sure. I just assume that because of the potential conflict of me being on this reality TV show, that I would be pushed until the next super match series. But from what I've understood, if everything is correct, my first match right out of the gate will be a title match. I've heard that I'll do a couple matches during the season, and as long as I'm still if I'm undefeated, whatever, I'll have a championship match, title match at the finals. So I'm excited, man. But yeah, so that's what WAL looks like to me. But like I said, I don't have any real information, so I may not know what the hell I'm talking about.
Right on. So what is next for you? Like, what's happening in your life? You've done some stuff. You mentioned Sweden, was it?
Yeah, went to Sweden, had a great time, came back home, had some opportunities that I passed on, and then we went to Brazil, which was a good time. My right arm felt really good there. My left, I knew I was in trouble, and Wagner Bortolotto just damn near ripped my left arm off. It was horrible. My right felt really good though. So, yeah. And then on a different note is like everyone who knows me probably knows that I had been with Body by Bye for a little over 7 years, and we were never going to leave. We were equity and shareholders and stuff, and then we found out our friend reached out to us, and we had an opportunity to work with a really good mentor, someone who's been very successful in the industry. So we actually left Bio, started with Isogenics, and feeling great. So I'm looking forward to winning the WAL again and giving all the credit to Isogenics.
Well, that's kind of something we have in common. We both actually won the challenge at one point.
Yes, we did.
So what happened to that company, man?
Man, I wish them the best. It's just they left the challenge marketing. I'm a transformation specialist, and they kind of left us and went to life experiences. And a lot of people follow us on social media because we have pretty cool life experiences. People, oh, you got to do this, you got to do that, and that's great. And I want to continue that in life, but I don't want to promote life experiences where I have to go do really cool stuff with 150 strangers. You know what I mean?
That's right.
The life I want to have is me and my best friend, my wife, to go see the world together. And if there's a close group of friends with us, cool. But the business model was life experiences. Get several hundred people together and go do something really cool. And I'm like, I don't even know if I like several hundred people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that wasn't going to work out for me really. And I didn't know how to transition from transforming people's lives, giving them a better health, to let's go do some really cool stuff. So I was just sitting out because we had the equity. We were like top 10 shareholders in a company or something like that, and we were just hanging around until that paid out. And then we tried the performance pack from Isogenics. Extremely skeptical. Rebecca started doing a video diary to prove that what we were doing was better, so our friend would leave us alone, and it ended up backfiring. She had gotten leaner, and she was stronger, and she was recovering faster. And we're like, all right, cool. We want to know more. So they flew us to the headquarters, and we met the owners, and I saw the compensation plan, and I realized, holy crap, this is a better deal. So we jumped on board. We had a super, super successful first week, first month. Even today, we've been in 3 months. We've done very, very well. But this is more of a long-term build. It's a product-based business. We just have great products, and that's it. So that's really been my full-time focus the last few months because it was an opportunity that I could not pass, right? I had to take advantage of the timing of everything. So like I said, I've still been working out, but I've kind of just been going through the motions. I'm always kind of just working out in December and January, but I step things up around February, mid-February, because I know that the WL season's about to start, or I feel like I have, if I can get really, really focused for about 8 weeks or so, I feel like I can peak and be and ready to pull anybody. So that's basically it, man. Just enjoying life, and we're unplugging tomorrow for Valentine's Day, so that's just gonna be it.
Right on.
We ordered Giordano's, had it dry ice shipped to us, so we eat some Giordano's, some cake, some ice cream. It's gonna be a great day.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah.
That's yeah. I'll be working because I still have to do that kind of stuff. But
yeah,
man, it's there's a lot of stuff going on in arm wrestling right now. What are your thoughts on the top 8, for example?
It's going to be crushing to me to have to be a spectator because there's very few things in my career in arm wrestling that I want more than to be globally recognized as the best guy in the world. And even if I do win the WAL again this season, I will not be recognized as the #1 guy in the world because you don't get to pull Levin or Dennis to prove you're the best, right?
That's right.
A lot of people do consider Dave Chafee to be the best, so I will get a chance to pull him. But he and I both have discussed it numerous times that, I might age out. You know what I'm saying? I'll be 46 years old this year. If I don't get a chance to pull Dennis again, like I pulled Dennis and beat him at the Arnold, he beat me at the Arnold, then we pulled again a few years, like 2016, but I wasn't ready for that match. I didn't even know for sure that match was happening until like 2 weeks before. But if I know I'm pulling Dennis and he's the #1 guy in the world, my preparation will be on point because I believe I can win that match. Levin, who knows? That dude may be, who knows? That guy may be, he looks like a freak. So I don't know. The one good thing I would have against him is he's not super explosive on go, so I feel like I might be able to stop the match. And if I could, if the strength difference is not too great, I could wear him out. But you never know. But yeah, so it's very difficult to have to sit back and be a spectator because that's there's a difference. WAL is entertainment. PAL is sport. You know what I'm saying? PAL is who's the best. WAL is just getting us out there to the masses. So there's no way I could choose. Like both leagues wanted me to choose, do this one, do that one, and there's no way I could. I'm a man of my word. I signed a contract to WAL. I could not honor that. Right? As much as I wanted to do both, it would have been a very difficult task to try to compete with the likes of those guys in April, come back around in May and do a WAL, then do a July for them, then August and a September for WAL. You know what I'm saying? And then come back in November. I mean, no man alive, I think, can handle that schedule. So I just had to opt out, basically.
And there's a third option now. So World Elite Arm Wrestling. What do you think of them?
Very impressive. Very impressive. Basically because you're getting treated like professional athletes, and I like that, right? And cool-ass trophies. I told you I'm a awards person. You know what I'm saying? So, and I've never been to Moldova, so that looks like a cool place. You know what I'm saying?
It was an amazing experience, man, let me tell you.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is there's a lot of options. Ryan Bowen's doing some super cool stuff.
Yeah, I've noticed, he's got some stuff going on.
He may fund this thing out there. I mean, I used to always say for arm wrestling to ever become a household name, it was going to take one of us arm wrestlers to hit the lottery and invest the money in it to put us out there, or you found someone who was just really, really passionate about arm wrestling that was going to go do it themselves. So I don't know if we're in that era of is WAL the future? Is what they're doing with the World Elite? Is it Ryan Bowen? I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. I know that I would like. I've always said that I wanted to parlay my arm wrestling accomplishments into something more. This reality TV show that WAL is aware of it. They're going to send them some promo clips so if they accept me. When they introduce me to the show, there'll be some cross promotions. So that'll be super cool. I'm going to be honest. And in my perfect world, someone would pay me and my wife to have our little reality TV show where we travel around and eat different cuisine. Because I'm really a foodie. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's enough stuff out there on some of these networks that I really think my wife and I are funny and we like food a lot. So just put me in front of a plate of food and we will make it interesting.
That's
my perfect world.
Yeah.
I don't want to be this professional athlete guy who trains all the time. I want to be the guy who gets to eat whatever he wants. That would make me so much happy.
Yeah. So, who do you want? If you had a wish list, And I mean, some of them aren't realistic, like it's because like you're under contract and they're somewhere else. But two answers, I guess. If you can pull anyone, who is it? And within the WAL, who do you want?
If I could pull anyone in the world, so the contracts weren't an issue and whatever, and I had 4 months prep. Okay, I want to pull Dennis for the number one spot in the world, or I want to pull Levin for the number one spot in the world. Right?
Great.
Because those are the two guys. Those are the two guys who arguably are the best. And the thing is, there's people that think Devin's the best. There's people that think Dave's the best. There's like 2 people that think I'm the best. You know what I'm saying? So, I have those 2 followers that love me. So I feel like Levin or Dennis is the one that you have to beat to become global recognized number one in the world. So in the perfect world, I could just do nothing but train for 4 months and prepare for either one of those, right? In the WAL, I don't really have anybody that I'm trying to pull. You know what I'm saying? The thing is, Dave Chafee is the heir. I mean, he's the guy who. Okay, there's only been 2 people who've ever won dual open weight class right-handed hammers. Chafee, and then me. So I won the 17 when everything fell apart, and then they eliminated the heavyweight division and put the heavyweight and super heavyweight together. So beating Devin this year gives me 2 hammers. So there was Dave Chafee with 2, Travis Bajan with 1, me with 2, right? So of the people who are actively involved, Dave Chafee makes the most sense. Thing is, I just like Dave a lot, so I'm like never anxious to pull Dave. You know what I'm saying? Devin was a lot of fun because, although we're good friends, there was the hype, there was the shit talking back and forth.
Yeah.
I will never be that guy to Dave. I just like Dave. You know what I mean? I would like a redemption match for Jerry, just because that was the first time he'd beaten me this decade. You know what I'm saying? That was, I did incur an injury in the second match, and I wasn't. But if you watch the matches, I had everything I needed to win. I just could not transition. Every time I'd go to transition, that bone in my hand, it would just shoot pain to my arm. Just couldn't. Normally, I can overcome pain very well, and in that moment, I couldn't. It was just I was stuck, just holding.
Yeah.
So, but to answer your question, I have no one in the WAL that I'm. Last year it was Devin because I needed redemption.
Right.
I needed to prove, and I thrive as the underdog. Like in 2017, there's no way Michael Todd can win a deep open class tournament, double elimination tournament. And at the time, it was Travis Bajan ranked number 1, Dave Chafee 2, Nick Zena 3. I beat all 3 of them to win that title. So that meant a lot, because I wasn't supposed to win. Well, then going into Devin, I was a 5.5 to 1 underdog, according to the polls, 84% to 16%. So I like that underdog position. But right now, I'm going to be honest with you, when Andre Pushkar was killed, I had very seriously considered retiring. A lot of people didn't know how close our relationship was. It was like Ali Frazier, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have that. He was my benchmark. He was a guy that, you go outside my gym and right above my wrist roller is a picture of Andre. That's the guy that drove me to be the very best version of myself. And I just did not feel like our story was over. I thought we had a lot of chapters left. So losing him in that fashion really took its toll, to the point where I don't even think I'm fully back to my normal self yet. I don't have the drive that I did. So hopefully, once I get my schedule for WAL, the switch will happen in my brain. I'll be back fired up, because people always ask me, what is it? What is it that makes you win the match? And this, like I say in my interviews, I hate how it feels to lose. The victory is awesome, but it lasts for like a week or 2, right? Because there's another tournament right down the road.
Yeah.
That loss eats away. So I hate the way that loss feels. So I try my very, very best not to feel that way. You know what I'm saying? So once my season happens, hopefully, or once my schedule is announced, hopefully I can make that switch and get ready for that title defense. You know what I mean?
I do. Well, Michael Todd, thank you for talking to me today.
My pleasure, Ron.
And God bless you, brother.
God bless you as well. Good luck with World Elite Arm Wrestling. I love watching the shows. Maybe they'll fly me over sometime to be a commentator.
Yeah. Thank you, sir, and we will talk again real soon.
Sounds good.